So if you know that Vision Pro has PSVR2 controller support, but how well do they work and what apps can you really use with them?
Hold up, let me reset. Living in the matrix, use the sequence. This feeling I'm feeling is brand new. This is the moment I break through.
Welcome back to a vision experiment with me, Ty, talking everything Apple Vision Pro, spatial computing, applications, accessories, and more. And in this video, it's going to be a really interesting one because I've sort of sat off from all of the videos that have come out over the last, let's just say, sort of 10 to 12 months related to the PlayStation VR2 controller compatibility with Apple Vision Pro. Now, the reason why is because I'm based in the UK and I've been waiting since basically last June for Sony and Apple as well, to make them available standalone in the UK. As far as I'm aware, still we're in April 2026 and you can't purchase them on their own. You have to buy a full PSVR2 package to be able to get your hands on them. So these are the main reasons that I've delayed, because currently you can buy them standalone on the Apple Store in the US and they are around $249, I think. They aren't a cheap purchase, and I'm sure for me to recommend them would have to be kind of a big thing, because there needs to be enough applications to really make them a worthwhile purchase. So as you can see, I managed to pick myself up some in the UK from a third-party seller. Not that they are brand new, but realistically, I wanted to kind of give them a bit more of a go and see what apps are compatible and how well they work and how well they track. One of the big things that I was really sort of excited about when it was announced at WWDC 25 was that with the update to Vision OS, we would be able to use amazing controllers. But the reality was that because they weren't a Apple first-party device, something that they made and that they were basically utilizing Sony's controllers, were they going to be any good? How well do they track? And do they work really well with the apps that are on the App Store? At the beginning, it seemed like there would be no point in purchasing them because there wouldn't be that many things to play. We saw things like Pickleball Pro were available, and you could obviously navigate around the actual menus and go into different apps. But now we're in April 26. What can I find on the App Store that really actually uses these controllers well? There are some apps available that will allow you to do PC VR gaming now. Things like ALVR, which I haven't used because I don't have a PC. We also have another one that's come out recently that I'll have a look at when we get in a headset. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to use it. I just wanted to sort of show you and give you an opportunity, if you wanted to try it, that you know what to look for. Recently, we heard that Steam has brought out an application, but it doesn't work with PC VR. It's only going to support 2D applications right now, which is a little bit frustrating. So let's stop talking, let's get into it, and let's see how well the PSVR2 controllers work with Apple Vision Pro. So we're currently in the settings menu in Apple Vision Pro, and as you can see here, we've got the PlayStation VR2 Sense controllers both connected to the headset. If you pick up a pair of these, the easiest way to connect them is basically you have to press the PlayStation symbol and the small button on the outside on the left controller and repeat the process on there, and that will allow you access to pair it to Apple Vision Pro. So now let's have a look what we can do with them. Let's bring up the menu and let's have a look at what we can play with these controllers. So one of the biggest ones that everyone told me about was Pickleball Pro. We've got it down here, so let's access that and let's see how good the tracking really is. So let's go to free play, let's go to new. It's really cool how we've got this kind of virtual court and we can kind of get closer to it and see more inside. You can get further away from it. I'm out on the artificial grass in my garden, so let's give it a go. Oh, it's a bit low for me, that one. Doesn't bounce very high, these balls. Oh, I'm really behind at the moment. Anyway, let's forget the warm-up and let's get started. Let's see if we can do over Jeremy here. Oh, not ready yet. Oh, that was trying to be cheeky there. It didn't work out. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, tried to hit it really hard there. Jeremy's 2 up on me now. Now you can actually play this game, I believe, with spatial personas, which is pretty amazing. I think you can definitely do it with the Pingpong as well. Getting my calories in here. You get a little bit of force feedback when I play as well, which is quite nice from the paddles, something you can't get with hand tracking. Well, I think you've got the gist of this. It works very, very well. The tracking is really good, and I'm battering Jeremy. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. We're also doing a giveaway with dbrand still. That's going to be running till the end of April. All you've got to do is write in the comment section down below Big Mac 16 for your chance to win a MacBook Pro 16-inch skin from dbrand. And let's carry on with the video. Next up, let's have a look at Ping Pong Club. We've played this before. It's a really cool game. Let's see how well the tracking is on this. So in the settings, you can pick what your dominant hand is. You've got left and right. You've got assisted mode, predictive tracking on. You can enable haptics as well. So let's give that a go. And we can even have a look at the table height. That's absolutely fine. So let's kind of come out of that and let's give it a go. Who do we want to play against? Let's go single match. We're Victor. Let's see if we get the haptics. Yes, so there is a bit of haptics when you hit it, which is quite nice actually. Something obviously you can't get with hand tracking. Just hit that over the fence. Oh, oh, hit that too hard. But yeah, having that feedback is nice. It makes a massive change to the experience, considering all I've ever done is use hand and eye tracking in Vision Pro to date. It's only a subtle vibration, but nothing too crazy and extreme. So far, so good. I remember trying to do it with Jeremy, and it was very much a difficult experience for him using the controllers at the time. I was doing pure hand tracking with a hand tracked paddle, not using the controllers, but on this occasion it was quite good. Oh, apart from that. And I did have a lot of problems with like hitting forehand shots at times. I got very sort of like comfortable with backhand shots when I was just using the hand tracking and not controllers, whereas with this I feel more confident using a forehand. Oh, maybe too confident. So there's a game, and again, I'm testing these out. I haven't tried them beforehand. This is totally just sort of trying these things at random and giving them a go and seeing if they actually work with the controllers. I haven't done any homework to see whether they do, but one of the ones that I found difficult was something called Reload, which is a sort of like a shooting range type game. So let's see whether this works.
Stand by.
Okay. I think I'm getting better. Definitely getting better. And actually so much better with a controller. Feels more natural, feels more intuitive. Far better to have a controller than just pure your hands in the air. So let's go again.
Stand by.
Wow. Only thing is I'm not getting any force feedback at the moment, so I need to have a look and see whether there's some options in the settings to give me a little bit more force feedback in the controllers. But so far, that's pretty damn good, I think. Porter Newbie is an app that's been out on Vision Pro for some time, and I know that the controllers support this particular application. One thing I really like about these is that they're so lightweight. The controllers are super light and they track really well. The only thing I don't like is how big they are. They are pretty big controllers compared to something like a MetaQuest, where these days the tracking rings have gone and no longer are they so big and bulky. So that's the only thing that I would say is a negative, but they are comfortable to hold, and you can get straps to make sure they don't fall off your hands. Porter Newbie is one of those games that's super simple, super easy in some ways and challenging in others. It's definitely one to go and try out using the PSVR2 controls. Fishing Haven, let's give that a go. Yes, we can. That actually makes it quite an enjoyable experience as well, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to use your hands in thin air and know that you're actually locking onto stuff. So even though we're not going to kind of do too much with this game, it's quite good to know that you've got a lot more lock on the fishing rod and the reel, and you can just sort of bring it in, and you can actually cast it better as well. Let's get this one in. I used to be fighting in thin air for this, but I managed to get a fish straight away. So there we go. You can use the controllers with Fishing Haven. Happy days. Well, that is it. I'm absolutely wiped. So it's time to get out of Vision Pro and finish the video. So even though there isn't that many applications available on Apple Vision Pro right now using the PSVR2 controllers, it does prove that the controllers are strong at tracking, they're pretty robust, and it's going to be one of those game changer things when we can do more PC VR with it, because the headset quality is just so good, and having decent track controllers with some haptics will make it a viable option as soon as we get a more robust application for PC VR, and hopefully more standalone apps come out in the near future. So that is it. These are some of the applications that work really well with the PSVR2 controllers on Apple Vision Pro. I'm really excited to see what developers do with the potential with controller support. Obviously, Vision Pro was always designed to be more eyes and hand tracking, but with demand for controllers and the ability to be able to use them now, it opens up a whole new offering to people who want to get into spatial computing with Apple Vision Pro, and I think it's a great addition. We'll hopefully see more at WWDC 26 about what new things we could possibly do with Vision Pro. I'm super excited. We've also got the D-Brand giveaway, so don't forget to comment in the comment section down below. Big Mac 16 for your chance to win a D-Brand MacBook Pro 16-inch skin. And I'll catch you for another video really soon.